here do anything with my son.
Okay.
So
So other than the beliefs that she will not spend the money as you want her to spend it, is there any other reason why child support should be set at $0?
Enjoy the video, hit the like button.
All right, do you both of you swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Noting that both are present. This is a CSRP, Child Support Review Process Proposed Order from a meeting on April 17th. Looks like y'all both participated and were present for that, but we did not reach an agreement on that date, at least. All right, Mr. Tatum, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is a partially agreed order. The parties do agree that there's been no issue relating to family violence. There's no request for non-disclosure, that the non-custodial parent is currently employed at $20.40 per hour. The parties agree for the father to continue to carry the insurance through his employer of $134 per month, and the father to cover the child for dental through his employer as well. The only issue that is being contested, Your Honor, is the child support. The state is requesting that child support be ordered at the amount of $574 based off of the non-custodial parent's income. However, the parties do not agree to that. So we're requesting to take testimony from both parties in reference to that issue only. So at this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the mother in this matter. Ms. Juan, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Yeah, it's Alondra Santos Juan.
And Ms. Juan, did you hear what I previously read into the record as it relates to this case?
Yes.
And are you in agreement with those terms that were previously provided to the case?
Yes.
And are you requesting that the court accepts those agreements and make them the order of the court?
Yes.
And as it relates to child support, the state is requesting that child support be set based off of the non-custodial parent's income at $574 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount?
Yes.
And as it relates to the child is currently residing with you, is that correct?
Yes.
However, the child does reside with the father more than the regular standard possession order, is that correct?
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
How many days during the week does the child reside with the father?
3.
All right. However, you two do not share a split possession schedule, is that correct?
By the court, it was supposed to be Friday, Saturday, and Sundays for him, but since he changed his work days, I had to switch my days for him to be able to see the child.
All right. So on what day does the child begin residing with the father every week?
So basically, my son goes to school, so he picks him up from school on Wednesday and Thursday, and his mom takes care of him on Saturday. So he takes him from 3:30 picking up from school and brings him back by like 8:30 on Wednesday and Thursdays, and then Saturday he stays with his dad.
All right, so just to confirm, you're stating that the father picks the child up from school Wednesday after the child is released from school and returns the child on Thursday to you?
No, he keeps him on Wednesday from 3 to 8:30 because he goes to school, so he has to be asleep by a certain time.
Okay. So he only gets the child for a portion of the day on Wednesday and a portion of the day on Thursday, and he has the child for the full day on Saturday. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have any additional information that you'd like to offer to the court at this time?
No, that'll be fine. Thank you.
Nothing further from this party. At this time, Your Honor, the state would like to call the father here in this matter. Sir, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Jairo Orellana.
And sir, did you hear what I previously read into the record that was agreed to by the parties?
Yes.
And are you still currently in agreement with only the terms, sir?
What we discussed?
The things that I read into the record, are you in agreement with only those terms that I provided to the court that were agreed to?
No.
What of those terms do you not agree to at this time now, sir?
The support.
All right, sir. Did you hear what I previously read that issue was not agreed to?
Oh, yes, I did hear.
All right. So other than the issue not agreed to, child support, do you agree to all other terms, sir?
Sure.
Are you requesting that the court accepts only those agreements and make them part of the order today?
Mm, I have a lot of factors involving this situation.
Sir, can you
Um,
repeat the question?
Repeat it again.
Other than the issue of child support, sir, are you requesting that the court accepts only those agreed portions and make them part of the order today? So everything other than child support.
Yeah,
As it relates to child support, sir, based off of your income, the state is requesting that child support be set at $574 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, sir?
absolutely not.
And what are you requesting the child support be set at, sir?
Zero.
And could you explain to the court why you feel that child support should be set at $0?
Yes, because every time my son needs to go to find medical help, and I have requested his mother to take him, she fails to do so, and then I have to do it on my time. Because that's very important. Uh, for my son's apparel, he should have school uniforms to look good for every single day, or at least appropriate for school. Um, when I pick him up, sometimes that is not the case. Uh, there is a time that she had mentioned to me that what she uses the money for was to help her little brother pay for his car, and that has nothing to do with my son. So that's why I believe it should be zero.
All right. And as it relates to the issue of the clothing, sir, can you explain to the court how setting support at $0 would benefit the child having clothes that should be purchased by the mother, as you believe?
Yes, the reason why I say zero is not because the reason I say zero is because as of this moment, I provide with the hospital. She failed to do that. I did that for the clothes. When she fails to do that, I do that. I let's see, for and then I never see her do anything with my son.
All right.
So regard
So other than the beliefs that she will not spend the money as you want her to spend it, is there any other reason why child support should be set at $0?
uh it does not she I don't see she uses it to benefit the child in any way, shape, or form.
All right. Nothing further from this party, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Oriana, just a couple questions. Um, are you visiting at all on Fridays?
Um I would take my child any opportunity I have.
That,
Fridays
that
is
wasn't my
not
question. My question was, do you regularly visit on Fridays?
Fridays. If I am free, yes. If I work, no. I
That didn't
normally do
answer my
work.
question. So I guess that's a no.
Yeah,
Okay. Do you regularly visit on Sundays?
no.
Okay. So your only visitation is what the mother said, which was Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Saturday all day. Is that a good summary of what you normally do?
Um, this schedule only changed for this last year when he started school. But previously, I had
I don't
him
care about
from
previously. He's in school. He's going to be in school till he's 18. So
right,
I don't care about before he went to school. So
right.
right now, do you agree it's Wednesday night, Thursday night with you, and Saturday all day? Is that a good summary? But occasionally there
Uh,
might be something different.
it's Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night,
You
and
just
then
said you don't do
Saturday.
Friday night.
No, the child is in care of my household those days. He's at the time I'm at work, but my mother watches my son Friday nights. Friday nights we both work, so somebody has to watch the child.
You live with your mother?
We both live with our parents.
Okay. So you saying it's not just Wednesday and Thursday night, but also Friday night?
And Saturday night.
I thought it was Saturday all day.
Well, so yeah, Saturday night all day.
Is the child with you or with your mom?
Right now, he's upstairs sleeping.
I'm not asking about right now, Matt, sir.
Oh, on Saturdays? On Saturdays I work, so I'll be with the child from 8, but basically when he wakes up to about 1 o'clock when I have to head to work.
Okay. So grandmother's helping a lot. You're not really visiting. It's grandmother that's doing a lot of this extra time.
Um, yeah, you could say that.
Okay. Um, Mr. Tatum, on the child support, you have different numbers than what you proposed. Let me go back and see. I think it was you proposed 574 here in the hearing, but the proposed amount I think was 544. But let me go back and check. Yeah, 545. Okay. I guess it changed a little bit from today. All right. Listen, if you're not doing, y'all are young, I guess, and that's part of the issue. Y'all don't understand how this all works. You don't understand how bills are paid because y'all don't live by yourselves. You live with somebody else, and they're paying most of your bills, your parents. Um, that you aren't really spending a lot of time with your child because y'all are working and trying to survive, um, instead of spending time with your kids. So it sounds more like grandparents are doing most of the work because y'all had a child very young and y'all don't have a lot of money yet. So I understand all that. That makes sense, but I'm not setting child support at zero. Child support does not work for all the money, like 100% of the money is supposed to go to your child. Um, I know right now y'all live with each other's with your parents, so I don't know what your parents make you pay in bills, but assume that today y'all lived somewhere by yourselves. You pay rent, you pay for a car payment, you pay your own cell phone, you pay for your own electricity, your own water, your own gas, uh, all those kinds of things that you would normally pay for that eventually you'll probably pay for when you move out of your parents' place. Um, the child support goes to supplement the income of the person that's primarily taking care of the child. So if, let's say I make $3,000, let's say mom makes $3,000, the child support is going to be an addition to the $3,000, and that total amount that the mother receives is how she pays her bills. So when she's got to pay the rent, she's got to pay it out of that. She's got to pay for electricity or gas or all the other stuff. It comes out of that total money. Not 100% of it goes to the child. The child lives there, doesn't pay rent. The child doesn't pay for electricity or gas or things like that. So you can't just say, well, I give her that amount of money and I want all that money to go to my child. That's not how it works. Okay. Unfortunately, like I said, y'all are living with your parents. Y'all probably don't realize how expensive it is to live separately. Or maybe you do because that's why you're living with your parents. But eventually you're going to move out and you're going to find that out. So setting child support at zero makes no sense. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. Because, um, as I explained, money goes to the whole budget there for someone to be able to spend money so they can live, so that the children have a place to live and all that kind of stuff. Might not make a lot of sense right now since your parents probably aren't making you pay rent and things like that. You probably work living there for free, but that's what's going in. I mean, obviously, I guess right now some of that money is going into grandmother's household to pay the bills, to pay for not just her, but for her daughter to live and her grandchild to live in. So think about it that way. Um, I mean, you're not doing that much more visitation than normal. Uh, Wednesday, I mean, usually you should have Friday night, Saturday all day, and Sunday all day. So you're not really doing Friday all the time, it sounds like, because that's the way you answered the question the first time. Then you changed your mind, and all of a sudden you were doing Friday. You're doing Saturday all day. You're not doing Friday night on a regular basis. You're not doing Sunday on a regular basis. So if I add up Wednesday night and Thursday night, and maybe even throw in occasional Friday night, it's still not equaling the weekend visitation. It's about maybe it's about equal. It's not extra. Y'all are both working, and grandparents are taking care of the child. You're not specifically taking care of the child. Okay, so in the end, I'm looking at it like, well, you're not doing anything extra. You're doing what you're supposed to do. You're just doing it on different days. You're doing Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday instead of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It equals out. So on that argument, I cannot lower support. What I do want to do, I guess, somewhat is I the numbers that were proposed today were 574. The original proposal, yes, Mr. Tatum.
And just for clarity, Your Honor, the reason for the change in the income, I'm sorry, the reason for the change in child support was being that the father disagreed with the income that was in the proposed. So we updated the income to reflect his current income, which is at the $20.40 per hour, which is how we got the new calculated child support amount.
I mean, that doesn't explain it either because I came up with the same, almost the same number. The proposed order has $3,536 of gross income. I did it at $20.40 an hour. That comes up to $3,544. So we're arguing about maybe $8. So I'm not sure still how it got to the 574. So let me do this. I'm gonna leave it as it was proposed. So at the 545 instead of the 574. So maybe that'll count. I'll give you a little bit of credit there since you maybe sometimes have some extra visits, but it shouldn't be zero and it shouldn't be drastically different than that. So I'm just gonna confirm what you originally had, originally what the state had proposed at the 545 instead of the 574, and then everything else that they put in the order, which was mainly just that you're carrying insurance for health and dental and paying for that, that's going to stay the same. Okay, so that's my order. And the Attorney General's office will email me that to sign, and then they'll email you a copy. So again, child support's 545, and then father care, medical, and dental. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.